Hello and welcome to Dyson Demons. I'm Emma, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at some washes that the Huge Miniatures kindly sent to me, and they sent them to me for free so that I could do a review of them, which is well, what I'm going to be doing in this video, of course. So they sent 10 of these bottles to me with washes, and each of them come, as you can see, in a dropper bottle, and they also come including an agitator, which is really nice. And I tried painting with all of them, and I want to show you yeah, how they work and what they look like, and then we can talk about what I think at the end of the video. So what I decided to do was I wanted to show every single wash sort of equally, so I decided to make 10 bases using milliput and a rolling pin, so they have a bit of texture on them, and then I just used the washes as sort of a contrast paint. I sprayed the bases white and then just used all of the different washes with a single layer, just like I would a contrast paint, as because it says on the Huge Miniatures website that you can use these also as you would use a contrast paint. So I thought I would give that a go as well. And all of them flow really easily, and they are very easy to work with. And as you can see, they also do a sort of nice contrasting thing with the shadows and the sort of in the recesses, and then lighter on top as well. Of course, these are not per se contrast paints, they are washes. So I also decided to try them out sort of as you would regular washes. So as you can see here, I did another 10 bases where I painted one side with silver and another side with gold, and then I put washes on top of that as well. Also just a single layer, just as I would a normal wash, and then let it dry just to see what they would look like on different under different circumstances, you might say. And I think it was actually pretty fun. I have never done anything like this before with the silver and gold. I've always been, well, sort of conservative when it comes to my washes. I've used Nollan oil, and I've used some sort of brownish wash for my gold, but that's about it. I've never tried with colored washes, and it was actually really fun. So here you can see the first 5 of the washes, the green, black, blue, yellow, and the light one. And I think they work really well. They are not, as I said, really contrast paints. So if you are buying particularly perhaps the black one and the blue one and think it'll go on exactly as a contrast paint, it won't. But however, I want to say, the blue one I really like, because it has sort of a dusty blue look to it that I think would work really well on, let's say, post-apocalyptic miniatures, like for jeans and stuff. And you can also see on the far left the square bases. That's where I tried all the washes through an airbrush. I haven't filmed the airbrush session because I'm really lousy at airbrushing, so if some of it looks a little bit uneven, it has nothing to do with the washes. It has everything to do with my lack of skill when it comes to airbrushing. But I just thought I would try them out. And for someone who, as I said, is really not very good at airbrushing, these worked really well. They didn't clog the airbrush at all. They just came out beautifully. I didn't mix them with anything like some sort of medium or thinner or anything. I just put them straight in the airbrush and put it through, and it worked really well. So this is definitely something I can appreciate. I also really like the look of them on the silver and gold bases, and here you can see the next 5 washes: the flesh, red, purple, dark, and aqua ones. And yeah, I think they work. I think it was really fun. Again, I think if you take a look at particularly the red one, it won't work for you like a sort of standard red contrast paint that you get from GW, for instance. That's not to say it's not a nice paint, because it is. It's just not well, it's not as colorful when you put it on. But of course, this was only one layer, so if you put 2 layers on top, it would get you a different result. The red, however, I think worked really well, especially on the gold part of the base, because I think it sort of turned out looking like ancient, rich gold that you could find, perhaps
work really well on Seraphon even. Also the purple one on the gold I think was really fun, and also the aqua one on the gold, because I think it looks like it's got that age sort of look you might find on bronze or something, which I also really liked. The dark one I also tried using on a piece of on a model wherein I wanted to paint a bone color. So I took the skeleton horde bone color from GW, and then for the darker parts I used this dark wash, and it worked really well, and they blended just fine.
So, what are my overall impressions? I actually really like these washes. I don't think they will be something that replaces paints I already use. They'll be more sort of a thing that goes into my painting arsenal and that I can use alongside all the rest of the paints. I particularly look forward to trying them out as as colors. For instance, like this aqua one, which was the one that made the sort of aged looking bronze thing. I really look forward to experimenting more with those kinds of things. And also, well, I'm holding the aqua one because this color is just right up my alley. I'm trying to come up with a painting project where I can use this as one of my primary colors, because I don't have a color really like this one, and I'm really looking forward to finding something that I can I can sort of use it as a primary color and make it the star of the painting project. So, what do you think? Do you think they look interesting? Do you think it's something you might want to try out, or is this something that you think, oh, I already have something that sort of can do these things already? Let me know in the comments what you think, and also if you know of any other projects you would like me to do a review of, please let me know as well, and I'll see what I can do and what we can come up with. So thank you so much to Huge Miniatures for sending me these. I really, really appreciate it. It's always fun to get new painting stuff, particularly new paints, and just get a chance to try it all out, and sometimes even push what you are usually doing. For instance, like I do, I always use the uh, same washes on top of my metal colors, and now I have a reason to do something else, which is really cool. So yeah, thank you so much to Huge Miniatures. And also, if you want to stay up to date on my painting projects, of course, you can do that by subscribing to this channel. And you can also follow me as Dyson Demons on Twitter and Instagram. And on Instagram, I actually just reached 10,000 followers, which I really appreciate. So thank you so much, guys, for that. That's just awesome. I would never have imagined that I could, yeah, that could happen. So thank you so much for that. So, if you are watching this on the day of the release or just the day after, I hope you will have a very happy new year. And if you're watching this a couple of days later, I hope you had a happy new year. And I hope that 2023 will be filled with all sorts of awesome, amazing hobby and painting projects. Let's keep our fingers crossed for that, shall we? So, happy new year, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.